What's up, YouTube? Now, you see the title of this video and you see the picture on the screen. Now before I even get into the topic of this video, um, it's been a while since I've uploaded a video on YouTube. Um, I've just been, doing what I gotta do to move ahead in life and whatnot, and just really doing my thing. Of course, that's no excuse to not be uploading. I mean, I barely even really. I don't really even have a literal, I would say a channel like that. I'm just starting YouTube. I'm looking to take this stuff more serious. So, for anybody who wants to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. Whatever, like the video, dislike it. I can already anticipate I'm gonna get a lot of dislikes from this video because I understand the mindset of these dumb niggas, and I'm going to get into this in a second. Like I said, you see the title of this video and the picture on the screen. And like I said, I've been away from YouTube for a while. And of course, I've still been in the YouTube streets looking at content and whatnot, in particularly what we would call the black sector of YouTube. I've been looking, in the YouTube streets, looking at what's going on, looking at my favorite content creators and just, just haven't been uploading, of course. But, I've been looking around in the YouTube, like I said, in the YouTube streets. And I believe my last video I uploaded was about the Chad Wheeler incident. I believe that was the last video I uploaded on this channel. And I don't know how many months ago that was. I don't know how many months ago that was. I believe it was like a month. I don't know. The last time I uploaded, what is it, like a month and a half ago, 2 months? It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. But yeah, I believe that was the last video I uploaded, was the Chad Wheeler incident. And I was just talking about the, the selective outrage and hypocrisy and all of that. So, if you want to go watch that video, go ahead. That stuff's old with the Chad Wheeler incident. If any of you don't know what it is, go check out the video. Hey, but besides all that, like I said, it's been a while since I've uploaded. I'm looking to upload more frequently. Hopefully gonna really try to start off my channel and get stuff sparking. So hopefully things, I can get my channel. And I'm gonna set a goal, maybe a vid a week. Just try to get stuff moving. Just go a little bit at a time. And yeah, so hopefully some good content coming down the road. So like I said, if you want to subscribe, go ahead. If not, hey, whatever. But like I said, we're just gonna we're gonna oh my goodness. Like I said, you see the title of this video. And I'm gonna just get right into this. Now, although I have not been uploading videos, like I said, I have been in these YouTube streets. And as I've been watching certain content, and I'm going to explain some stuff that I've come across that is very disturbing. Mind you, I literally have come across the stuff I'm going to explain later on in this vid, that I one thing in particular I came across. I don't even know if I'm going to name the actual channel. I'm not even going to say the person's channel name, because I'm gonna explain the disturbing shit I witnessed and heard. But after I've been in these YouTube streets looking at a lot of content, some of the disturbing stuff I've come across, I'm definitely of the belief now. Now, mind you, I've already had this thought in my mind that I'm about to say. I've already had this, in my mind, lingering in my mind, of this, being the case. And I believe I may have said it in some of my past videos that I uploaded. I don't know, but more than ever now, I'm definitely of the, it's almost a confirmation for me that a lot of these content creators, and I'm talking about particularly in the black sector of YouTube, and particularly these black women content creators, I'm now truly of the. It's pretty much confirmed for me that 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 a lot of these that a lot of these black black women content creators, a lot of these broads are mentally ill. I'm definitely of that belief now. Or should I say, I wouldn't even call this a belief. Because what I'm about to tell you that I've witnessed and the things that I have heard, or not really even everything I heard. I'm not even going to repeat everything I've heard. I mean, some of the shit that I've read and seen and heard. I mean, like I said, there's just no, what I'm about to tell y'all, just based off the stuff I'm about to tell you alone. If you don't think that this is the product of a mental illness, then I'm sorry, but we might have to examine you, because what I'm about to tell you is far beyond normal behavior of a person. So I'm like I said, it's almost confirmed to me that a lot of these black women content creators on YouTube are mentally ill. They're mentally ill. Not only on YouTube, but just social media in general. A lot of these niggas are mentally ill. A lot of these niggas are mentally ill. And that doesn't exclude these dumbass black men online too. But we're not gonna focus on them niggas right now. We're not gonna focus. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna address some of the dumb shit that I seen these niggas doing. That's very disturbing, and it goes into the topic of this video altogether. But like I said, these brothers mentally ill, and the reason I say that is because the reason I say that is because let me just get right into it, because I was about to say something else, but I actually cannot. I don't want to say something that is just cannot be said on YouTube. I'm not even about to say it. And this is why I say, if I get a big enough following, I'm definitely gonna do like a Patreon or some type of stuff, because there's just certain things that I need to say that I'm not even able to see on YouTube. I can't even censor it. I can't even say the shit in a political correct way. There's no possible way. So we're just gonna go and skip over that. But yeah, these broads are mentally ill. And the reason I say that is because when you, like I said, you see the title of this video, and I'm gonna explain how I even got onto this, because the very first video that I uploaded on my channel was about this particular individual, um, this Cynthia G individual. And in my very first video, I was talking about her hypocrisy and whatnot, and basically saying, I forgot the exact title of the video, but it was basically somewhere around calling out her hypocrisy and the foolishness of her content. And when I first made that video, I was literally about to like do a thing where I was gonna go through all the black women content creators, that speak bullshit, and pretty much just break down all their foolishness. Um, I kind of got I wouldn't say postponed, but I did a lot of other videos besides that. But I'm still gonna, talk about other female, black female content creators, black women content creators on the black sector of YouTube. But the reason I even, like I said, I'm gonna get into how we even got here for me even making this video, because I haven't made a video in a while. And the video that the video I was thinking of making when I came back, was like, it was actually gonna be, addressing, the femcel, uh, basically a female incel, and I was pretty much gonna talk about the, you know, what a female incel is, and just particularly looking at the black sector YouTube and these black women online, and pretty much putting a name, pretty much putting a name to the behavior that you're seeing from these women online. The behavior that you're seeing, I was basically going to put a, and of course people have used the term femcel before, but I was basically gonna just go ahead and just put that stamp on there, like these are femcels. This is what we. I was gonna go through all the incel behavior of incels that you see when it comes to the men and their behavior when it comes to identifying a man who's an incel or a male incel. And then I was gonna go into, pretty much how it's almost mirroring in the exact same behaviors and the things they say when it comes to a female incel. I mean, and I'm gonna break that down. I'm still gonna make that video. That might be my next video. Because the things that are said by the male incels and these what I would call femcels are literally identical. They're literally identical. They say the exact same things, even when it comes down to the things they say that is just evil and wicked. That I'm gonna get into this video when it comes to this topic. Um, even when it comes down to the things that they say that is like just evil and wicked. They literally say the same thing. They say the same exact things pertaining to on the male incel side, what they say about women, and then the femcel side, what they say about men. It's literally identical. They pretty much say the same stuff. Now, of course, there's differences, and I'm gonna get into those differences in that video. But I'm gonna definitely analyze that because I found it very interesting when I actually looked into it and I noticed, okay, there's a pattern here. When you actually look into it, there's a pattern. I went into the male incel spaces, went down a very dark path there. It was pretty dark, the stuff I was reading. And I'm talking about I was going on Reddit pages, all types of crazy shit. It's some sick shit that you will read. And then with these female incels, even what you'll read on YouTube, it's pretty much as far as I've gone. Maybe on another platform like Facebook or something, but I don't really go too far with that. I really don't see any women on Reddit or anything, but the emergence of that could come very soon because the and like I say, you see the title of this video, the insanity of these broads is only continuing. It's only getting worse, and the mental illness is only further being revealed. It's only further being revealed. The sickness, because it is a sickness. It is a mental illness. These broads, something is wrong. Something is wrong. And like I said, so that video I'm definitely gonna make about the female in the femcel. But let's get back onto the topic of this video. So, like I said, I've been away from YouTube, and like I said, this wasn't the video I was gonna plan making my first time back, but I had to address this because like I said, a lot of these niggas are mentally ill. And the reason I say that is because when you look at the content of some of these particular individuals on YouTube, and I'm speaking in particular of Cynthia G right now because this is what I came across. This is one of the disturbing things that I came across while I was in the YouTube streets. Now, I don't even watch Cynthia G or content. I mean, I don't even remember the last video that I actually watched of her. I mean, I don't watch her shit. I mean, damn, because I remember when I used to watch her shit and it was just like, even then it's like, oh, whatever, video here or there, it's just dumb shit. And I noticed, the obsession with interracial relationships that she has, particularly when it comes to black men. And I'm gonna talk about that because there's a lot of shit that I would expect people to catch, but I really don't see people catching on to it as much. And it really just goes to show me that I'm really confused on the I don't know. A lot of these niggas are just dumb because when I see them, because I'm gonna address, because one thing that really disturbed me, I know I'm all over the place right now, but like I said, like I said, I used to watch her content or whatever, whatnot. And, just the obsession with interracial relationships, the constant bashing black men, the utter hypocrisy. And that's really the biggest part that you really need to analyze when it comes to any of these female content creators, these black women content creators. The one thing you will notice that is always consistent is the hypocrisy. It never fails. It never fails. You will always see hypocrisy. It's always going to be there. And I guarantee you, if you were to sit down and watch any of these women's videos, at your own risk, caution. Um, but if you were to sit down and watch one of these women's videos, if you're just like analyzing it, you're gonna notice that it's always gonna be hypocrisy in almost every vid. It never fails. It never fails. It never fails. You're always hypocrisy is the main theme. That is the one thing that is always going to be a constant. That is going to be a constant. It's always going to be there. It's going to be a constant. So always know that hypocrisy is what you will most definitely see. It never fails. Like I said, it will never fail. It will never fail. The hypocrisy. So like I said, the 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 constant, just black men this, black men that, it gets to a point to where you're like, okay, there's something else here at play. And when you really analyze this dumbass shit, and I'm just gonna let me just get into how I even got here and what I came across that was disturbing. So I came across a video, and this was actually a while back, but I decided to make a video about this just to really address the foolishness. Because I saw a video, right? And okay, it was actually two videos, but one of them I don't forgot exactly what the fuck the video was about. But I'm gonna address the comment section because that is the most important thing that I'm actually gonna address, because it actually goes into, really the women who watch, this Cynthia G individual, because it's not more so Cynthia G herself. I'm already of the belief that there's something wrong. There's definitely an illness at play with her. I'm just gonna keep it honest, because when you have an individual who makes it their mission to basically find anything and everything to say something negative about black men, you have to analyze what really is at play here, because the motives is very foolish. Because when you listen to what her reasoning is, if you watched any of her videos, she'll say that the reasoning of her content is to expose, or I wouldn't even say expose, but she basically wants to say to give light to quote unquote black male pathology. Now that term in and of itself is very is very laughable, because the fact that you're trying to put a term to something and call it black male pathology, we we've already analyzed the mindset of the black man. We've analyzed the mindset of black children. We've analyzed the mindset of the white man. We've analyzed the mindset of the white woman. But who we have yet to analyze the mindset of, and the quote unquote pathology of, is the black woman. And the reason I say that is because this disturbing behavior that you're seeing online on YouTube, I ain't got nothing. All I can say right now is it's a mental illness. Now we really don't have, we really have not really sat down and analyzed the mindset of these brothers, because when I'm really sitting down looking at a lot of this shit, it's not making sense to me, because we haven't really done a thorough investigation. In a I would even say a study, a dissecting of these broads' minds, of their minds, because something is off. And the reason I say something, and I know I'm sounding kind of harsh, but you really just listen here. Just listen. The reason I say something is off, because like I said, when you have a woman who makes it her mission to find anything and everything negative about black men, if you look at what her content, consists of, it's basically the content she does is it's basically just her, in any chance she gets, finding something with a black man and a non-black woman where it can be put in a negative light. And we have to analyze that, because right off the bat, we already know it's propaganda. And the reason we already know it's propaganda is because what she'll do is, and I even addressed this in the very first video that I made about her, with her so-called Who They Really Choose series. It's where you cherry pick things in order to push a narrative. This is just basic propaganda, showing things that are only going to be favorable to what you want to push. So her narrative is, in the who they really choose, is all these black men are the bottom shelves of the white community. All they can get is the throwaways of, the white man and all this, and the I guess the undesired of their community. Now, that narrative in and itself can be debunked literally by simply just going to, you can literally just go on Google and just literally you can find the complete opposite. It doesn't even take that much time to debunk it. I can literally just go on Google right now and debunk it just with Google alone. The search engine is powerful. I can find all types of shit. See, you can pull that shit if we didn't have the internet, but we have the internet. The shit is debunked. Okay, it's debunked. So the shit is dead. But she's going to continue with that because, I'm gonna get into it. But it's been debunked. The whole Who They Really Choose shit and all these dudes can get is the undesirables. That's been debunked. I can even use um, my own anecdotal evidence in my own personal life to disprove that. This shit's debunked. Okay, it's debunked. They're not just all out here getting bottom shelves. And even if we analyze that, let's just say for the sake of the argument, all they are getting is bottom shelves. Now it actually makes it worse in her case. And you might be saying, why does it make it worse in her case? I'm gonna tell you why. That's a good question. The reason it makes it worse in her case is because if all these Negroes is getting is the bottom shelves of the white community, then why is your content consistently based on black men dating out? If all these niggas is getting is undesirables and sloppy Beckys and all this shit, then why do you care so much? Why go on her channel right now? I guarantee you, like I said, I ain't watched her channel in a while, but like I said, she's been on this shit for what, 3 or 4 years now. Go on her channel right now. You'll see all her content is just about white women, black men, white women, black men, non-black women, and black men. It's just gonna be the same shit. So if they're only getting the bottom shelves of other communities, then why is your content so focused on it? Why do you dumbass niggas care? And I'm particularly talking about these black women who are, in a sense, they're stalking black men. This is what they're doing all over social media. Stalking black men. Just like, it's not just black women, it's black men too. And I'm going to get into these dumb niggas because, you got these black women who are stalking black men in their relationships, stalking them. And you have to understand it's stalking because, with her Who They Really Choose series, it's actually women who are sending her in pictures. There's women sending her in pictures. Meaning you have black women going out here in public, taking pictures of black men who are with white women and sending it to her. That is stalking. That is abnormal behavior. This is why I say this is a mental illness. You have broads finding videos on other social media platforms, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, any place. They're going and finding anything negative of a black man with a non-black woman, preferably white women. I'll have to make a separate video when it comes to this white woman because I'm gonna get into it because there's gonna be a to be continued for a lot of videos I got coming down because I gotta talk about this. This is very deep because the women like Cynthia G and others. It's a lot of self-projection going on, and I might have to make a whole separate video on that. But let's just stay on topic. You got women going all over social media platforms trying to find anything negative with a black man, with a non-black woman, and they're sending this shit to women like Cynthia G and other women too. There's other content creators too, doing this dumb shit. So they're pretty much sending this shit to any woman, any female, any black woman content creator. And they're basically sending this stuff to them, basically stalking black men all over social media. Now, there's just so much, there's just so many things, man. There's just so many inconsistencies to this, man. But let me just go a bit at a time because there's just so much for me to get on this video. I might have to do a part two because this is why I say it's just disturbing. It's disturbing. It's a mental illness. So, like I said, you got these broads going all over stalking niggas on social media, whilst also proclaiming that they don't care. You can't not care about something that you talk about all the time. So when you hear a Cynthia G and others like her say, we don't care that y'all dating out, well, if you didn't care, why are you making constant videos about it? Why the fuck are you making constant videos about niggas dating out? And then their excuse will be, because I know how these dumb niggas think, is, well, they're exposing the pathology of black men. And a complete lunacy of that is, the counter I have to that is, we really need to analyze y'all's pathology. I don't want to hear shit about no black men pathology. Because this disturbing shit that I'm talking about right now is enough for me to write a goddamn book on. It's enough for me to write a fucking book on. Because the abnormal behavior, and it's really just not black women online. It's these black men too. It's a lot of these dumb niggas. A lot of these niggas is mentally on social media in general. To be honest, a lot of these spaces online for social media, I feel like it's a lot of mentally ill people that congregate. But that's a whole another video on itself as well. But like I said, if you didn't care, you wouldn't be making constant videos about this shit. Furthermore, I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into what I saw. Because like I said, I came across a video of Cynthia G where basically I believe she was talking about I believe it was Patrick Mahomes, something about Patrick Mahomes. And this was like during the Super Bowl, so this was months ago. I don't know why this shit popped up in my feed. I guess because all the Super Bowl shit. I mean, I guess the algorithm. What the fuck? Um, but yeah, and I was like, okay, this video from Cynthia G. I'm like, yeah, I ain't watched her in a while, and I wasn't even about to watch the shit because I mean, I already know it's the same dumb shit. But I went ahead and clicked on the video just to listen to some of it. I really didn't watch the whole vid, but I watched enough that I can go ahead and address the foolishness that I heard. Because there was something about Patrick Mahomes, and it was like, I forgot exactly what it was about. It was something about his girlfriend, and some tweet she had made some years ago. You know how people like to go and dig up tweets that people make from years and years ago and try to be like, oh, look what this person said 15 years ago. Like dumb shit like that. The whole cancel culture, all this retarded shit. So, I'm already like, nigga, I already know some dumb shit. Even if she says something that was quote unquote racist, I already know how niggas do. I know they like to take stuff out of context. And if they can't take it out of context, they'll just shift it into something they want it to be. Basically, they will just manufacture something that's not there. So I already know how niggas are. And, I saw the tweet. It's nothing serious. But niggas gotta find something to be outraged over. Yeah, it was like one of those, oh, we're gonna go back 10 years and find a tweet. Oh my God, look what this person said. Dumb shit like that. But that's not even the main part that I'm really gonna address. It's not even just that. It was the part in the video. I don't know the exact name of the video, and I don't even remember how long ago. Like I said, it was a long time ago when I watched this video. Like I said, it was around the Super Bowl. So this was like in February or something. And, it was. She was basically trying to talk reckless on Patrick Mahomes' dad. Now, I have to really address this hypocrisy because there's so many hypocrisies in this. Because what she was basically saying was, she was basically trying to say that, and I'm trying to get my thoughts together. She was basically trying to say that she was basically, okay, get my thoughts together. She was basically trying to say that Patrick Mahomes' dad, is basically trying to imply he's suffering from self-hate. And he's suffering from self-hate. This is why he's with a white woman, yada yada. I mean, if any of y'all watch Cynthia G, y'all know the same retarded shit. Mind you, she applies this to every single black man who's in an interracial relationship. If you'll notice, every single black man who's dating interracially, it's always gotta be he's suffering from self-hate. That's literally what it always has to be. It always has to be that he's suffering from self-hate, and he's, he hates himself and all this other shit. Now, mind you, when it's a black woman interested in dating, she's not gonna say that. She's not gonna always say she's suffering from self-hate and all this. That's not gonna be said. Only when it's a black man. Notice that. Note that on your notepad. Now, I find it very hilarious how she was trying to imply this about Patrick Mahomes' dad, but yet we have no indication that he hates himself. I've never seen anything where he said anything negative about black women or anything negative about black people, but yet we're sitting here trying to imply that this nigga hates himself. And the only reason that we're saying this is because he was a white woman. So can that same logic be applied to Serena Williams? Now, see, Cynthia G will have. I already know she has no problem with Serena Williams. She's happy about that. She salutes that. Now, can we apply the same logic to her? Does Serena Williams hate herself because she's with a white man? Just because? I mean, seriously, based upon that logic, that would have to apply as well. But see, they're not going to apply that with them. When it comes to that, it's going to be, oh, look, she leveled up. She this and that. Y'all already know how these dumb broads are. And I'm going to get into these divested broads. I'm going to get into them. I'm going to have to make a separate video on that too. I'm going to briefly get into that. So, when she was trying to imply that Patrick Mahomes' dad hates himself, he moved around a bunch of white people. Now, mind you, the area in which they are, I believe, is Tyler, Texas. There's a lot of white people in that area anyway. It's not really the highest African American population there. Of course, there's an African American population. There's African American, suburbs and whatnot down there. Now, I've been down there and whatnot. So they got all black communities down there and whatnot. And not no ghettos, legit suburbs. So there's black people down there, but I mean, there's not, there's a lot of more white people in that, in that city. So I find it funny how niggas like to say shit and don't even know the full context of what they're saying. But this is what niggas do. And trying to imply that he hates himself. Now, mind you, we're not going to give this man any credit for raising a son who made it to the NFL. I mean, the fact that he was able to raise a son to be a successful man who was able to make it to the NFL and be a successful man. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, I believe his contract, the dude has a massive contract in the NFL. The dude's doing his thing. Okay, I don't know what that notification was, but anyway, the dude's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. He got a big contract. He's making money. He's doing his thing. And his father has raised a very good man. Now, instead of giving this man credit for being a good father and being a good father and being for his kid and staying there for his kid, they always run around and talk about black men making single mothers. Instead of commending this man for being a good father and staying there for his kid, we're just gonna ignore all that, because the only thing we want to focus on is this white woman. And see, it's what y'all have to understand is this is really about Becky. This is really about a deep-rooted insecurity with Becky. And I'm going to make a separate video about that. Like I said, I'm going to make a separate video about that because that's all we can focus on. We're not going to just focus on the fact that this man has been a good father and raised a son and made it to the NFL, which only so many few in this goddamn country and in the world really in general can even make it to the National Football League. No. We're just going to focus on him being in a interesting relationship and saying he hates himself. And I believe some other shit he said is, he's trying to live the fantasy of being a white man and all this dumb shit. Now, of course, that same logic can be applied to black women who are interested to date. I'm going to use Serena Williams again, for example. Is she trying to live the fantasy of being a white woman? No, they're not going to apply that same logic because we know there's an hypocrisy. Like I said, the hypocrisy is what you need to notice. It is going to be consistent always. They're not going to hold the same standards when it's the other way around because it's the constant hypocrisy. No matter what, the hypocrisy never fails. If you were to be like, these women have to go 5 months making content without hypocrisy, they'll have no content because their content is just hypocrisy, literally. Especially when we're talking about women like Cynthia G. If they had to go 6 months, 5 months or something, 6 months, it don't matter, a whole year, without talking about black men, they have no content. The whole channel is based on black men. None of these bras will be watching because these bras are obsessed with black men. This is really an obsession with black men. This is what it is. These bras are obsessed with black men. They're suffering from a mental illness. This is what I honestly believe. And I'm gonna just get into this real quick because this video's been going on long enough. I'm gonna get into the comments that I saw under another Cynthia G video that I saw. I don't even remember what that one was about, but this was pretty disturbing because I'm just gonna go and just it was pretty much you had women in the comment section talking about you know you know I saw one comment in particular that really disturbed me where a woman was basically saying where's Derek. It was something about the police officer, I believe, Derek Chauvin or something. The dude that, um, oh God, I probably shouldn't even address this because I really don't want to. The dude who allegedly, I'm gonna get into. I think I already said this in a past video, but if y'all know what's really going on in this world, y'all know the agendas that are being ran and who really rules this earth. There's a lot of deep stuff. I'm gonna make a whole separate video on that. But if you know what's really going on, y'all know, what's really going on with this whole police brutality and what is really being, pushed with all this crap and, the whole George Floyd stuff. I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm just gonna say, the cop who allegedly killed George Floyd. Now a lot of people gonna be like, what do you mean allegedly? Like I said, I'll make a separate video on that if you really want to know what I'm talking about. So, the cop who allegedly killed George Floyd, right? The Derek Chauvin dude. So let's just say for the sake of this argument, he killed George Floyd, right? Let's just say for the sake of this, what I'm talking about. He killed George Floyd, right? Put quotation on that. He killed him, right? You had a woman in the comments saying, "Where's Derek Chauvin when you need him?" And I forgot what the video was about, but it was something. It was some of course, some about black men, of course. The obsession with black men they have. And, it was basically a woman saying, "Where's Derek Chauvin when you need him?" And you got all these women putting laughing emojis up. You had broads in the comment section talking about, you know, you know, our white knights need to, pretty much our white knights aren't doing their job fast enough. They already know what they're referring to. They're basically talking about the police or, any white racist or pretty much any degenerate white man, low life is not, I guess, assaulting black men enough, or, just some dumb shit. Now, I honestly believe a lot of white supremacists and stuff like that watch Insainty G. I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I know for a fact that a lot of, you have these degenerate, low life, crusty white males watching her, and I'm gonna have to get into the mindset of the crusty white male. I'm gonna have to make a video on that too. I got a lot of shit to make because I find it odd how you have some dudes who are running around saying they're all this and they're all that, but yet they too are obsessed with the black man. See, this is some odd shit. This is why I say this is a mental illness all the way around the board. Just regardless of race, a lot of these humans is fucked up. these humans is fucked up. So, I'm gonna get into the mindset of the crusty white male, but yeah, so you have broads in the conversations talking about, our white knights are not taking them out fast enough and all this evil shit. And, all these broads talking about they're divesting and all this shit. And just briefly on the divestors, I'm gonna have to make a separate video on them. If y'all are so divested, right? If y'all are so divested, right? Why are y'all even watching women who make content constantly about black men? Cynthia G, for example, so that's who we're talking about in this video. Why are you watching women who do nothing but talk about black men if you've divested from them? I mean, the complete lunacy in that just goes to show. I'm telling you, man, these guys are mentally ill. There's something wrong. The pistons are not all firing up in that goddamn head. We got some missing screws. We got some misfires up in that goddamn engine. We got a blown head gasket. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Some spark plugs is missing, man. Something's wrong. And, it's just what it is, man. And, like I said, there's other comments that I read that was like, damn, this shit fucked up. But, the fact that you have bras talk about, these cops, they basically insinuate, yeah, you need, uh, yeah, basically pretty much supporting, you know, you know, innocent black men being killed. But yet they will turn around and complain about black men not building. Now, these bitches. Okay, let me stop because see, if I keep going, I'm gonna say some shit I shouldn't say. Because I can already see, my filter is coming off. Um, I'm gonna go ahead in this video. I might make a part two because there's just so much stuff I want to address. But yeah, bottom line, just to end it off, I love how you have women like Cynthia G and others, um, who, all the things I said, they like to push a lot of narratives and they like to project their own insecurities onto black men. Because this is what it really is. Like I said, I'm going to get into the whole thing with Becky. I'm going to get into the whole thing with, oh my God, I almost forgot. With these black men. Because I'm sorry, you niggas are dumb. Let me hurry up before my filter completely comes off. But you dumbass niggas. How I see, because another thing I saw in the comment sections is you'll have niggas. I saw this in the comment section of the Cynthia G video that I watched, where you have niggas who are supporting this Cynthia G broad, who are talking about, who are also criticizing black men who interracially date. And I find it funny how you have black men criticizing other black men for interracially dating, yet you do not see a bunch of black women criticizing, like, let's just be honest here. You have black men criticizing other black men for interracially dating. And the comment section in which you are under is full of black women who are, quote unquote, proclaiming that they're going to divest from you. They're not criticizing black women for interracial dating, but your dumb black ass is up in the comment section of a female content creator who obviously has some deeper issues with black men, who some may say she hates black men, and most definitely, we're not even going to debate this. The women who watch her most definitely hate black men. I mean, like I said, the comments that I read in that video, most definitely, those are comments of black women who definitely hate black men. So that's not even up for debate. Those women hate black men. So most definitely, if not the content creator herself, Cynthia G, most definitely the women who watch her definitely have hatred for black men. Complete and utter wickedness. Complete debauchery. The Jezebel spirit. I'm gonna make a separate video on the Jezebel spirit because I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff to make, and I'm bringing the Bible into a lot of this because I'm gonna get into my beliefs and whatnot. But I'm gonna definitely bring the Bible into it because it's just there's just no denying that there's a lot of stuff at play here. A lot of spiritual stuff going on too. But a lot of these broads are mentally ill, like I said. And you got these dumb niggas who are supporting broads like this, like these Cynthia G broads, who are in comment sections of broads who literally hate you, criticizing other black men for interracially dating, and basically joining in on the, of basically going in on other black men. I find these niggas are just dumb. These dumbass black men, and then these black women online who are just really exhibiting very abnormal behavior. But like I said, I'm just going to end this video. End of the day, at the end of the day, these broads are mentally ill. And there's no denying this. I know I didn't really get over everything I wanted to say, even though this video is like, goddamn, what is this, like 40-some minutes? Oh my goodness. I'm not even gonna edit shit. I'm gonna keep this shit how it is, 40-some minutes. If nobody wanna watch the whole thing, that's too damn bad. I'm gonna just put this shit up and just see what the hell. But yeah, I'm going to end this video. And that's all I gotta say. I mean, I guess having a long video like this will make up for me not uploading for like the past, 2 months? So yeah, whatever. But like I said, I might make a part 2 though. Only because I didn't have all my thoughts in process. I'm kind of tired. I really wasn't even thinking about making this video. I was thinking about waiting to get some sleep. But I was like, let me just go ahead and just get this shit out the way. To just pretty much at least get a video out there so I can have something up. And yeah. But I'm gonna definitely have my thoughts ready in my next video I do. Because I'm probably gonna do a part 2. And what I'm gonna do is my next video is gonna be about the fem cells, but I'm gonna go ahead and jumble some more stuff, um, about the Cynthia G individual, because I didn't even really get to address her all the way as much as I did. Um, I'm not even gonna, and I might not even address her in my next video, because, all right, to be honest, I really don't. Like I said, I really don't give a fuck about what a lot of these bros say online. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just really calling out their hypocrisy. And that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. So anytime I can call out their hypocrisy or whatever example I can use, I'm going to use that example. So when I do this fem cell video that I'm gonna do, I'm most definitely probably gonna address Cynthia G again, maybe even somebody else, who knows? And I'm gonna use them as examples or whatnot. Um, like I said, I didn't really get to address everything I wanted to. I'm gonna get my thoughts together on my next vid. Like I said, I'm tired. I'm about to go to sleep. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. But yeah, like I said, the title of this video, you see the insanity of Cynthia G. I really didn't even talk about her that much, but yeah, that's what the hell the title is, regardless. And the picture on the screen, if you haven't figured out by now, uh, you see the padded room, of course, the padded room of a mental hospital, because these bras are mentally ill. And I'm honestly of the belief, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm really just gonna go ahead and get off, that a lot of these niggas need to be put in mental hospitals. A lot of these black women you see on YouTube, saying they dumb shit, just stalking black men all over YouTube and social media. Stalking black men all over social media. A lot of these bras need to be put in mental hospitals. And I'm not even joking when I'm saying, you might think I'm trying to be funny or I'm saying something that's too messed up, but I honestly feel like it's the only thing that makes sense here. Either that or get these bras on some medication, because something is wrong. And I honestly believe that I might even do a video on that, on the basically mental hospitals, and you know do some research into mental hospitals, because you never really hear too much about mental hospitals anymore. There's a lot of abandoned mental hospitals around all over the country, and to be honest, I'm of the belief that those need to be either, you know I would say, refurbished. Pretty much, yeah, refurbished is the right word. Refurbished, pretty much, go ahead and fix those mugs up and start the mugs up again, or just build some new ones. Tear them down and just build a whole new one, because there needs to be more mental hospitals around. They make all these prisons, but I believe a lot of people that are in prison, I don't even think it's more so that they need to be in prison. A lot of those niggas are just mentally ill, and they need proper help. But let me just stop. Let me stop. Let me stop before I say something I should not say. Let me get off this video. Let me go to sleep. Like I said, that's pretty much the end of that's that's pretty much the end of this video. That's pretty much the end of this video. The insanity of Cynthia G, and pretty much any of these black women online who are, just spewing their foolishness. Um, yeah, my next video is gonna be more organized. And yeah, I'm pretty much going to end this video. I'm out.